Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, is that better? All right, cool. Yeah, sorry about that, Jared. That was weird. All right, so looks like we got BTC up today. Let's see what else is up today. All right, looks like we have some MJs trying to bounce back. APHA, PLNHF, GLDC, FUV. Trying to bounce off a trend line right there. Not a bad entry point. SI. Still continuing. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, bounced. Came right back down though. Yeah, it's interesting. Interesting price action. Morning, Mohammed. GBTCU. Zoom's up here, 1.3. Zoom's still trying to come off of lows. If I could click it, which I can't. Zoom's still, well, I should say, getting off of lows. You broke that little small flag consolidation. Looks like we're happy being green up here for now. Volume pretty low though. Adobe, Netflix, Donkey Kong all about 0.5%, 2/3%. Apple up here, Microsoft only 1/4%. Amazon Cyber flat, AMD not too much down super far today. Oh shit! What the fuck, EXPI? Oh, 2-for-1 stock split. Freaked me the fuck out. Oh, that's funny. Freaked me out. No, that's okay. That's normal. This chart just doesn't reflect it. It shouldn't be that way. 2-for-1. Yeah, today. Okay. That's a little scary. PLTR lower, no support yet. Space. It's like gravity getting a little bit of a hold. Cell H. Similar situation. Although still just consolidating. Yeah, Riot up here at 13%, 56. Anybody remember when Riot was down at $2 and we had we were talking about buying a call for Riot to go to $45. We're at $55. Yeah, I should listen to myself. Really should. Yeah, crying's a good thing to do do you remember that, Muhammad? I believe I talked about it on this channel. We were like way down here. Before all this volume came in, we were setting up. And yeah, because I'm an idiot, I didn't buy it. It's hard when you're an idiot. Yeah. Very difficult. Try really not to do idiot stuff, but it's hard. All right, Muhammad. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, right up there. APHA up there too. STPK. Rewalk, another 8%. Is not bad. Hey, what up, Ellie? Genus, Generac. Another gap up. Oh, PLTR. Looks like someone's already doing some selling. Yeah, a little bit of selling already incoming earnings today, pre-market. Yeah, Rewalk doing good. We have earnings coming up in 2 days before market. Yeah, Topher EXPI did a 2-for-1 split today. So if your exchange is anything like mine, it's handling it poorly and showing it as a 50% decline, when in fact it's not. It's it's just not. Yeah, it's like a 2% decline. Just a 2-for-1 stock split happening today. That's all. All right, killing it. FUV up here, doing pretty good. Finding a little bit of support at the trend line so far. Volume diminishing. I think FUV's not a bad name. It's been working really, really well. This is a Pretty normal pullback. Could be a low here. Lemonade. And lemonade, nice consolidation. Looks like it's trying to do something. There you go. Zoom 2%. Zoom continues to perform out of the lows. FLGT. Roku's just been on fire. There's XPEV. Look at RSI at all. I have it up on my crypto charts. I don't have it up on my stock charts. No, not really. For multiple reasons. Number one is all my charts are really tiny. Believe it or not. I work on a 43-inch TV, and each quadrant of my screen is set to a window basically. And so what you see in real life in my screen is probably like 4 inches by 4 inches on each of those charts. So if I add another indicator, it'll like really squeeze the price chart. And I don't generally use it anyways. STPK, someone told you the RSI is too high. Well, if you don't trade RSI, I mean, it's not a major concern. I mean, all that means is that it's had a really good run and it really hasn't stopped. There's probably maybe a flat RSI divergence here between these two highs. Maybe this one is a little bit higher, but I think generally it looks like it's a little high. Breakout this morning is good, but it needs to reverse course and go higher. Nice gap up on the overnight last night. What did it say about tiny charts, Ellie? Let's see what Ellie's got this morning. Apparently he's got jokes. Let's see what else he's got. GQ's XPEV, AYRO. Microsoft, hot mess this morning. At least on the 5-minute chart. Daily chart looks like nothing. Tiny mouse. Ellie's on point today. That's amazing. But what if I'm looking at the chart on my iPad? I don't have a mouse on my iPad. SI. SI. Gone. I wanted more. I don't even know if there's a trade left on SI. Morning, Blair. FUV down here, almost up 5%. Now it's up 5%. I don't know. Not sure if I kind of want to nibble at it, but I kind of don't. Hasn't really shown any major support yet. It's just supported a trend line, which usually for me is good enough. I'll give it some space. Feel this new market out this week. It's like a brand new market. It's like, what are you going to do, brand new market? Zoom up almost 4%. Ooh, good volume here on the 5-minute time frame. Let's just see if it keeps up. Go zoomy zoom. I don't think I have zoom on this account. No, it's on my other one. Go zoomy zoom. Damn, cyber fucking me. Ugh. April 2016 for cyber. Jeez. Cyber's killing me right now. Remember, Ellie, we were all looking at cyber, and you mentioned the wide spreads. I wonder if that was I think was the cyber you mentioned wide spreads on. I wonder if that was a warning signal. I think I've seen that before, widespread, and end up getting screwed on a trade. I'm getting screwed on this one. I'm down 43%. This thing is barely budged. Yeah, I should have got out Friday. I got this thing till April 16th, so I think I can give it some time. I don't want to go down more, but I got other gains coming in to cover it. Just means my count ain't going up, which kind of sucks. Tesla, I still like Tesla, Muhammad. I'm not ready to jump in, but um, I got nothing against it. It is breaking a trend line, but volume was fairly heavy. Wasn't that bad though. Wasn't even average. So yeah, still could. Like I said, I'm not mad at it. Very low volume up here. No one's selling Tesla. They're just waiting for all that money to roll in the next couple of years. Keep in mind, most of the funds that buy big, like Tesla's been bought up big, they hold on to those. They don't sell those shares, and I think you're seeing that in the volume signature of Tesla right now. All right, FUV NIO up 2%. Not doing too much. Looks like it's trying to hold up here. Popped up early last week, and looks like it may be trying to rebound. Yeah, last week was a short week, so this was the Tuesday it opened, I believe. There's this week, the short week, and I have no idea what I'm talking about. This week's the short week, I have no idea what I'm talking about. All right, don't listen to me. All right, LPLA, Adobe. Adobe looks really good. Oh, Adobe, look at that trend line breakout. Adobe trend line breakout. Let's look at net. We'll come back to Adobe. Eek. Net not looking good. What do you mean again, Ellie? I never stopped. You think this is water I refill every morning? It's the beautiful thing about vodka. You think it's water. All right, Adobe looking pretty interesting here. Definitely putting in same symmetrical triangles, a lot of these big caps, and is starting to break out a little bit. We don't have tremendous volume, but sometimes on these big caps, sometimes you don't really get that. That's not bad this morning. That's some pretty good volume, about 100 million shares right there on Adobe. That could be worth a look. I'm not quite sure where it's going to go. Has had really some tremendous runs over the years. Here's the last kind of declining thing, and it went up 25% in 6 months. Yay. Yeah, cyber dying as we're speaking. I'm actually going to hold it. And I kind of don't know why. I should sell half of it. I don't know. I don't think it's like falling apart. I think it'll bounce back. But yeah, it's usually not my play. Usually my play is just to bounce. Maybe I should just sell it and just take the loss. It's a decent sized loss, but oh, on the weekly, yeah. I didn't think about that. It does look a little bit like a BART pattern. But why would cyber be? I don't know. Yeah, the problem is everybody adjusted their price estimate up. Yeah, well, my plan went out the window. Probably when I bought this thing. Yeah, I don't, that whole widespread thing, I don't think I'm doing that anymore. Ever. And I didn't get a horrible fill, but still, it starts you off with a bad taste in your mouth, and then you get a little move like this, and you're down 50%. So I don't know. It'll probably bounce back. Market's not dying. Well, it depends if you want to get in, Jared. You kind of have to pick the middle to the middle high ground. So if there's like a 20% spread, you have to pay at least a 10% spread. And if it's really moving, you have to pay in the upper echelon of the spread. So it's yeah, what you got a 20% spread on an option. It's really difficult to get an excellent fill. You have to just hope you're right on your analysis with the chart itself. Because if it's moving, they won't lower their fill price. They'll just keep it up. And you can watch it if you look at the if you have the last trade here up on your options thing, if you have one, you can watch it bounce between the so volume. So here's three here. This was last filled at 43.10, 44.90, 41.60 spread. So yeah, it's not this one's not horrible. It's about a little less than 10%. Got filled at 43. So yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, sometimes they don't fill though, and you just sit there, and your order just sits there, and then usually when your order sits there is when it starts rocking higher. It's like thanks. All right, PLNHF looks like it's having a pretty decent day today so far. Yeah, right. Some of them, Ellie. See here, here's the other problem with the widespread, which is probably what I'm going to be exhibiting on with Cyber if I decide to sell it, is that not only are you going to be buying on a very wide spread, you're going to be selling on that same very wide spread. So, whatever you bought and you're down, let's say you're down 15%, by the time if you go to sell that, you're going to be down 30%. It's it's just not good. It's just not good. Versus if you look at a Microsoft or something like Ellie talked about large caps, if you look at a Microsoft here, I mean your spreads are going to be 45 cents on $30 right there. You can actually get filled very similarly to a stock. Not exactly. In some case, like a Tesla, some of these have like a single cent spread. They're so liquid that it's literally like trading a stock. I don't know if I have. See, even way out here at 17.25, looking at 64.45. Yeah, that's a little wide, but that's why it's way out there. Anyway, on some of these though, you can get super tight, and it's not bad. Yeah, when you're on the wrong side of that, Jared, I haven't been on the wrong side of that in a long time. This cyber trade is probably the worst I've had in terms of those spreads being in that situation in a long time. Yeah, I was instantly down. I don't remember what percentage, but I remember being like, "Ooh, yeah, that was not a good thing." All right, I hope it works out. So, but yeah, I mean, this thing could easily. It's been pretty tight. Hopefully, I I usually don't give these a lot of room. This is more room than I will typically give it in terms of a loss. I haven't had a 50% loss in a long time. About a 30% loss. This was a half position size, so it does hurt a little bit. All right, so Riot doing good. APHA trying to put in a floor. SI keeps rocking. I don't think this thing is done by a long shot. Look at the volume; it's very normal, very manageable. I think this thing is just keep on keeping on. Really, no issues with this whatsoever. The issue is that I sold mine for Sandal. Well, first of all, I would ask you why you want to buy a 2023 on Sandal. Um, because first of all, it's going to have a shitload of premium built into it right now due to the fluctuations of the past couple of days. You know what I mean? So I mean, look, if this thing rocks up to $6, $7, it's not going to matter. But if it stays under 4, it's really going to matter. So let's check it out. You got January 2023, $3, January 2023. It's actually not horrible at all, actually. I, I'd look a little bit more into the fundamentals of this company because they're not really pricing in a lot. So at 3, your break even is 430 for for 130. Your break even is 430. At 2, your break even is 350. I would rather take the 2 and pay 20 cents more and get a $1 cheaper strike price if I were to try to plan that trade. I mean, that's probably what I just looking at this right now. If that's the trade you want to take, I'm not advocating for it, but just looking at this specific one, you want to look at your break-even price, and I guess anything I do when I try to look at an option to see where's it going to go. Like if you think this thing's going back to 13, right? Then you got a break-even here at 350, so you're talking $9.50 trade potential profit with $1.50 is what you paid for it. Versus here you're looking at I already forgot the price we just talked about. What was it, 13? So if you think things going back to 13 here, you got 430. So then you're looking at an 870 trade. You paid 130. I still think that's a better bargain. Anyway, you can kind of work on that if you want to, but these actually aren't horrible prices if this thing's going to get well past $4, but it has to get well past $4 to make it worthwhile. And this break even at 350, I think, is better. This one would be 310. And you're not really paying a tremendous amount more. Not really. Yeah, so you just have to play with that a little bit. Very likely, Jared, the only reason you're looking at this is because of the last week of this particular stock. So it's, having that recent bias like that can be a killer because this thing can die off because I don't know if it's a leading one or not. It doesn't look like it because I didn't hear about it until last week. So, but anyway, if it's a trade you're considering, you can do it small because if you're looking at a $150 trade, you can buy one option, you can buy two. It's $150 or $300. It's not a killer. You just have to hold it for that time horizon, or exit at a good profit point. I mean, yeah, hopefully MJ's get going, and Sandals will benefit from that. If it's just a Wall Street bets pump, you're just going to lose that money. Same kind of with APHA, possibly. All right, SI just rocking it. SI killing it this morning. Damn. Ah! Kind of like watching an ex-girlfriend marry a really rich dude. Great, coming out of that consolidation. All right, someone find a nice consolidation to buy something crypto related. Other than GDLC, which, maybe this is the last one to go. I don't know, but this thing has been a dog. An absolute dog. Woof, woof. I have a feeling if Bitcoin drops, this is going to drop like big. I don't know why I think that. I hope that doesn't happen. All right, Zoom. Good volume this morning. Looks like we may have lower volume sell candles here on the 5-minute. Zoom still looking pretty good. Yeah, everything's working. PLNHF doing pretty good there. SI, APHA, Riot. Rewalk still up 8%. Hasn't budged. NIU. Oh, Rob hasn't shown up today. That's first for a while. NIU looks like it's trying to break up out of a little consolidation. Good volume this morning. Not sure what that's about. Probably a good thing. Upwork, another new high. Earnings upcoming. Huya, over 30 at 35, Ellie. Favorite company. That is a cruise line with a pretty tight chart right here. and some pretty decent declining volume. I don't know, maybe NCLH is ready to make a move, guys. I gotta try to find my list I made this weekend. Hold on a second. I found it. Oh, there's Rob. What's up, Rob? All right, so NCLH. I kind of like this one. Looks pretty good. Mention SI. That thing's exploding, obviously. 12%. Just freaking. I would have had all the money if I would have kept that one. Just keep one of them, Randy, for fuck's sake. I mean, in this crazy market, I'm just selling too soon. It's good for normal markets, but not for this. Spotify looking good. Yeah, NCLH. I wonder if this is gonna finally start something. Let's look at some of the coronavirus stocks. You got UAL. UAL broken out from that trend. That's a trend shift right there. You've got Boeing. Boeing's already broken out. Even if you take that, Boeing looks really good right there. Look at Boeing. Boeing looks good. Really low volume the past 2 days too. What's another COVID? We had AMC. We know GameStop fucked, or Wall Street Bets fucked with that. Speaking of which, what's GameStop up to? 51. Okay. I should have held that put. See, I should have held. Should have held. That's the story of my life. Should have held. Should have held. Should have held. But then the one time I hold, that ain't gonna work. FUV. All right, pulling back. LPLA, Amazon, Adobe. Amazon looking real good from the 5-minute chart there. Coming back off the 50-day moving, supported twice on the 50-day. This could be interesting for Amazon. It's supporting the 50-day now. This is the second time it supported the 50-day. That's very intriguing. If anyone can afford Amazon. Not sure it's going to blast off from here, but that's a very encouraging sign. That's the 50-day. It was chopping through it. Now it's being supported. That's a good sign. That's pretty good. Ones we were looking at, Quad U. Quad U actually beautiful move. Nice consolidation. Kind of missed a breakout here a couple weeks ago, unfortunately. But volume is just tremendous. I think that was like after actually battery day was earlier than that, but something came in November. They were eating this thing from 2 up to 6. So super good move right there. All right, SI coming down finally. Good. All right, NIO's up 3. Yeah, Ellie got UAL. It's barely poking up. Barely poking up. So you got some other airlines, American Airlines, Southwest Airlines. Oh, that's already broken out in a small consolidation, as a matter of fact. Pivot point there at whatever that is, 42 or something. What's another? What's some other ones from back in the day? IVF, is that it? Not IVF. It's what is IIPR? What are you up to these days? IIPR, chilling in highs. IIPR, chilling in highs. IVR, that's what it was. IVR was setting up here pretty nice and flat. Looks pretty good. Two non-pocket pivots, but pretty good volume days. IVR looks pretty good. Yeah, with a vaccine here, I wonder if they're finally nibbling at these COVIDs. Boeing's a good example. I do believe they're selling that 737 Max again for whatever that's worth for the three people buying, the three Saudi princes that are buying Boeing planes these days. Nice move up here, high or low, um, well above the 200 day. That's an interesting little setup there for Boeing. A little gap and go right there, back up to the prior high. Boeing's not bad. Not exactly sure what to do with it, but it's not bad. Sucks to be poor. Did it not suck before? You can't fly private. Sucks to be poor. Okay, I'm just having fun. All right. Where could Boeing go to? Oh, maybe this is a time where Boeing tries to get back to 300. Yeah, right, Ellie. That's definitely true. All right, so let's take a look at Boeing. Maybe back to Boeing back to 300. They flew to get a vaccine? No. Why would you fly to get a vaccine? It makes no sense to me. Just hang out at your local sports stadium. They'll find you. I think I drove past the vaccine center the other day. Um, I think so. I didn't see like a big sign for it, but there was tents and a big line cones. No line though, so I really have no idea what it was. All right, Zoom 3%. CRM Salesforce. Kind of a short long-term turnaround play right there. Looks like a double bottom base. And apparently they don't do earnings anymore. They're blank. They're like, yeah, we're just not going to do that. No earnings for you. Jeez, there's like next to no volume on this thing. Just obviously there's these big spikes, but other than that, they're like, eh. So CRM not in a bad spot. All right, check out the big caps. Check out the Microsofts of the world. Still looks like kind of weird garbage today. They're going ex-dividend tomorrow, so they're going to drop a little bit based on that. Apple, IBD had a thing over the weekend that Apple was holding nice and tight near a buy point, which it kind of is. Your buy point is this high right here, 10 cents above it, 139, whatever that is. What's the high right there? 138.79. So 138.89 would be your buy point on Apple, and it is just chilling right there. So that's not bad. I can't argue much against that. Um, Nvidia. Nvidia. All right, slowly moving in the right direction with earnings very soon on the 24th. AI. Let's check out AITX and WDLF. You can actually see the chart on AITX on my daily, even with all this bullshit over here. It's pretty impressive. All right, AITX coming in a little bit here. WDLF. Oh, yeah, looking great. Yeah, looks pretty good today. Minimal volume. Today does have some, however. Yeah, 129 million today versus 206 on Friday. So that's already pretty elevated volume on WDLF. Yeah, not bad at all. Looks good. So we had a couple of uranium plays we saw yesterday. CCJ uranium play had a pivot point here at the 1335 or whatever. Looks like it's starting to go up. Volume's picking up as well. Average volume is greatly increasing. Earnings already happened, apparently. We just don't get to know what they are. And CNIKF is a nickel play for a mine in Canada that's going to open in 4 years. So, what's it doing up here? Nobody knows. Because people just see nickel and start buying. That's why. So, but the volume's getting pretty aggressive here the past week or two. Taking early positions, very likely. All right, SI coming down a little bit. Riot's up 20%. Is Bitcoin back up at 50 yet? Freaking Riot, man. Rewalk at 11. Holding pretty good. Generac generators, I mean, maybe it's just these cold storms blowing into the Northeast, but look at this in the past. And Generac has done this like huge rally before. Look at that, from freaking like 10 to 60 over 4 years, and now they're doing over 2 years, 50 to 350. Absolutely amazing. MP. Oh, are they going for it? Maybe. Yeah. It's possible. Yeah, it looks like a cup. Really no handle on MP. Kansas initiating rolling blackouts. Yeah, Texas's grid went down. Jeez. Yeah, I guess there's a big cold front coming through. I think we're going to be 65 in Arizona today. Big cold front, guys. Hello? Yeah, yeah. Hold on a second, Alan. Hey guys, I got to take this phone call. I'll be a minute. Actually, it's 8:08. I'm just going to go and take this phone call. You guys have a good day. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.